Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Obelisk Lounge. My name is Justice, and I'm here with a pick a card. I felt inspired just now to do a reading that is encouraging and uplifting, and so it came to me to do this reading of what expected or unexpected miracles and blessings and things like that you all can look forward to. I'm only doing two piles. I didn't feel the need to do more than two, and so you can just go ahead and select, either card one or card two right now. You can pause, listen to your intuition, your discernment, or maybe both, might be for you as well. And even though I'm recording this reading on, oh, it's 333. Thursday, June 20th. Oh, and happy summer solstice. Thursday, June 20th, 2024. It's timeless. You know what I'm saying? If you get recommended this, this reading a year from now, and you feel called to it, there can still literally be a message here for you. But anywho, go ahead and thumbs up and subscribe and all those different things. And let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so let's look at pile one. Okay, so your unexpected blessing or miracle at this time is going to be you taking more initiative, taking more action. And so with this being card 51, 5 plus 1 is 6. And so 6 can sometimes talk about different things that we should have done in the past. It can also speak to ruminating a lot, on those shoulda, woulda, couldas and stuff like that. And so I see right here, you're going to be feeling more at peace with whatever decisions and choices and stuff like that you've made recently, or that you haven't made, recently or in the past. You're going to be reconciling those things and finding an inner yin and an inner balance, and peace and things like that, reconciling those delusions and those emotions within yourself. And so you're going to be feeling inspired to just go ahead and take it one step at a time. So if you have not been feeling as though if you haven't been having the energy and different things like that to take your action in the real world on different goals and different thoughts and dreams and stuff like that you have, I see you being charged up and energized to do so. Let's pull some playing cards. Let's see. I'm going to use these. So, Elevated Ancestors, expound on the initiative card for the people that chose pile one. Expound on the initiative card. So, it's coming to me like you all really just needed a break. But then also, aside from the break, though, you can't decide which action to take. Like, you can't decide what to do first. So I'm hearing that you need to just make a quick decision. What are you inspired to do, at this time? So if you have 5 different things or 5 different ideas that it is that you want to come to fruition, just choose one. Choose the one that you feel like doing most at that time. And then, just work your way around until you have all of those things accomplished, or complete. Or if you want to, you can just work on multiple things at a time. So I'm not saying I'm not recommending to work on all 5 things at a time, but maybe pick, 1 or 2 things for you to work on within the week, you know what I'm saying, or within the month, to give yourself a realistic to give yourself a realistic time frame, as well as to honor whatever energy or feelings that you might be in right now. And so I'm also hearing that whatever was once stagnant to you will no longer be stagnant. Okay, so whatever has been waiting in what's that phrase, waiting in the wind or something like that, is going to be released onto you. Expound on this initiative card, ancestors. 3, 2, 1. So we got the 5 of spades, so delusions, King of spades, And then we have the Queen of Diamonds. So again, taking more action. I feel like you all have been vacillating between different friendships, or like if you should let a particular friend group go, or if you should stay at a particular job. But I'm more so feeling like a friend group more so than job. This could be some childhood friends, you know, that you grew up with, or people that you were in college with, and you've just kind of outgrown them with the Five of Spades. And it's really just time for you to just go ahead and carve out, you know, your own path. It's okay to depart from them, and it doesn't have to even be on a bad note. But I'm seeing here it just is kind of like on a bad note. Like I'm seeing y'all got into it, had some type of argument or things like that, or just been having like little, you know, little splits of like disagreements and stuff like that. So maybe not like a full out argument, but there's like a lot of tension and things like that there. And so there may be like some passive aggressive behavior and things like that going on. And so it's okay to just go ahead and depart. You know, it's okay if y'all are just not compatible anymore. And so now is a time for you to go ahead and create new friendships and things like that. But before I see any new friendships and stuff like that coming in for you, I am seeing that, you know, you really just need a period of solitude. You determine, you know, how much solitude that it is that you need in your life at this time, you know, or as you depart. But also the solitude really shouldn't be just like you alone in your home. Your solitude should be like out in the world. So like experiencing new things solo. So that may look like solo traveling. That may look like going on solo dates. Different things like that. That may look like, you know, you going to the gym or going to the park and things like that on your own. So don't sit in solitude in your home, but just work on being able to be independently independently in your solitude out in the real world. Okay. With doing so, I see you getting more clarity on more actionable steps that you need to take when it comes to your finances, when it comes to different business pursuits and things like that that you have. And they're saying to remain open to different business partnerships and collaborations and things like that. So even though, you know, this is like a season, or you're coming into a season, you know, of solitude, going at things alone, they're saying to still be open to the right collaborations and things like that at this time. You're gonna be getting a lot of clarity on like different business pursuits that it is, you know, that you have in mind. You're gonna be also getting your energy back to go ahead and act on those business pursuits and things like that as well. And this can also talk about your educational pursuits and stuff like that as well. So if you're not, you know, an entrepreneur, or you don't have any like side hustles and things like that, so this can also be speaking to your educational background too, going back to school, finishing up, you know, a degree, or maybe even getting your GED, you know, or something like that. Getting some type of certification, using this time to really curate, you know, your life, to curate your skills and different things like that. And this will be the last row, because I'm feeling like that was pretty much it for you guys. The Queen of Clubs, yep, Two of Spades, and then the Eights, and then the Eight of Hearts. So yes, so this is talking about you becoming more skilled, gaining new skills in either the same field that you're in, or in a new field that's gonna interest you and things like that. So if you are really good, I'm picking up that you might be learning to play an instrument, or maybe you're going to refine whatever instrument that you already play. So that might be even like your voice. I see you doing that. Refining anything within the realm of the arts that it is that just naturally come to you. I see you making refinements and things like that in those areas. And when you get good at it, maybe even consider teaching people, because I'm seeing people would like to learn from you as well. The Two of Spades, you're going to be getting over your lack of confidence. I see also that this friend group or these people that it is that you're leaving behind, they really didn't support what it is that you were doing before. Well, that's gonna, and you're gonna, and that kind of created some type of confident tear, you know, in your spirit. Tear as in T-E-A-R, like a rip, like it created like some type of rip in your spirit. And so you're really having a hard time in believing in yourself, but you got to keep going. You got to keep going, and you got to go forward anyway, in spite of. But that'll be reconciled soon, because the more that you do, you know, for yourself in these particular areas that you are looking to pursue and get better at, the more, you know, you will be more confident, the more, you know, that you won't have a lot of shame, you know, or lack of self-worth, you know, and different things around doing it, because I see it being very fruitful for you. Yeah. Listen to your intuition. Listen to, you know, your discernment. And when you're in and your solitude is so important, so that you can get a mind of your own. For the people that chose this group particularly, you have to have a mind of your own. Don't always look to other people for, you know, advice, you know, or what direction and things like that to take, because the more you get to know yourself, you will know your exact blueprint, or the blueprint that it is that you need in your life. And so if you're always looking to other people to fill in that gap, then, you know, you kind of really end up not knowing yourself, and you kind of end up not doing the things that it is that you were called to do in this lifetime. Right? So in your moments of solitude, make sure that you are setting the intention to connect with your truest self, you know, your highest self, and to align with the divinity that is within you. Okay, and so that's all that I have for you, pile 1. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to pile 3. I'm sorry, to pile 2. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to book a personal reading, that information is gonna be in the description box, and don't forget to thumbs up. Boom shakalaka. Have a good one. All right. So pile number 2, idealism, 11. Oh, 11. So I just see your imagination coming to play more. So if you are somebody who has been who, like, you really want to be like a seer or something like that, you really want to work on, you know, your dreamscaping, anything that has to do with clairvoyance and stuff like that, and even just overall, even healing as well, like hands-on healing, like if you want to get better at those things, I see you finding the right teacher to help you to do that. I see you finding a trusted source to do those things in a safe capacity. I feel like some people, be careful with overindulging in substances, even if they are, you know, like even if you are indulging in certain plant medicines like ashwagandha, or I can't think of like all of the other ones, but it's primarily like weed I'm seeing. If you have been thinking about, you know, shrooms, going on like some type of DMT trip and things like that, make sure that you're gonna find the right person, but just don't jump on the first person, okay, that it is, you know, that you see. Make sure that you do your research very thoroughly on the teacher or the group and things like that you're going to be doing these things with. But I do see you having the opportunity to do it, but you're really being called to make sure that you are discerning and that you are choosing the right people to do this with. And I'm also getting a message for you not to overdo it, because you're someone who might be very sensitive to to substances, like for example, I'm not saying that you all have this, but some people do. Some people have very addictive personalities, right? And so there, although there is a miracle and an unexpected blessing coming soon, because you've been asking, for the right people to do these things with, also make sure that you're not relying so heavily on those things to open up your spiritual consciousness. Work on opening up your spiritual consciousness in a more, self-based, natural way, because you might have the potential of being someone with an addictive personality. Okay, so make sure that you are using your common sense. Okay, but you will be able to do that. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some playing cards. Okay, the answer is, can you expand on the idealism card, the people that chose that card? Can you expand on the messages that that the people that chose that card need to know? 6, 5, 5, 4, 3. Idealism. And usually stuff is coming to me as I shuffle, but nothing is really coming up for y'all that much. I think that, yeah, 7 of spades. Yeah, that was really the message. Matter of fact, if you all, I guess your miracle of blessing this month is this reading, okay? Or whatever time that you're watching this reading, this is your miracle or your blessing. Because actually, if you have been thinking about taking some type of DMT trip or, or something like that, it's actually not a good time for you to do so. I really do not see it panning out for you well. And I'm more so seeing that it's the group of people that it is that you're going with, but also I'm picking up that it's maybe your energy right now too. Maybe, I don't know if you are grieving or if you're just having a really hard time in life right now. Like if you are doing this, out of frustration because you need questions, or I'm sorry, you need answers. You have questions that need immediate answers. And so I feel like you're doing this trip out of anger and frustration with life. And right now, that is not the best intention for you to have going into doing that trip that it is not picking up on. I see it having very adverse effects. You will not get what it is that you are looking for at all if you do this at this time. I'm not saying that you can't do it in the future, but but with the way that that your vibe and your energy is at this time is really not conducive to the environment and to the experience and to the expectations and the benefits that it is that you are seeking to get out of this experience. I don't think that there is anything wrong with you hold on, my phone is ringing. I don't think there's anything wrong, with you doing this experience in the future, but right now your energy, your vibe, the intentions is just not right. And then also I'm seeing that there's some potential things with the group that it is that you would be going with as well. It's really just not the best time right now. And so your gift is being able to see things more clearly, or seeing, your life, more clearly. I'm not seeing that you need whatever this experience is. You really don't need that to help you with clarity. I pause to get additional information. Yeah, you really don't need that right now to help you get your clarity. What it's going to help you get the clarity in the direction that you need is more time. And that may not be something that it is that you want to hear, but that's just the truth. You really just need to give whatever it is that you're going through right now more time. Because if you do this experience, and I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just picking up on what it is that I'm seeing. If you do decide to indulge like go against the advice in this reading, which is totally fine. This is not a personal reading, okay? Now if it was a personal reading, you would need to take it more seriously, but because this is a collective message and different things like that, some of this may or may not apply to you. However, if you listen with your true heart, right? If you listen with the intention of listening to this message for the truth, instead of listening to this message just with how you feel, which is distraught, which is angry, which is confused, right? Don't listen to this message in that type, in that type of energy. Listen to the truth of what this message is giving you. If you do this, you may come out of whatever experience with with extra baggage, with different spiritual attachments and stuff like that that I can't see that you won't really be able to get yourself out of. You would for sure need to see, somebody's priest, priestess, shaman, and different things like that to get whatever it is that you then got yourself into up off of you, or better yet, up out of you. Okay. So follow the wisdom and advice, in this reading, and just wait, just wait. And for the right time, because it's just not the right time right now for you to explore those spiritual depths in this capacity. Okay. So what I am hearing being recommended for you is to you just find some guided meditations on YouTube to help you overcome whatever deep, dark grief and sadness it is, that you're going to. Anything that it is that you are feeling, even if you don't even have a word for it, just find it. Just find you like a nice guided meditation to listen to. Or maybe go out into the woods, and scream, maybe write some stuff down, write whatever it is, that needs to come up out of you, write it down and burn it up. You know what I'm saying? But then also counseling, okay, right? Because spiritual is important, but we also need the physical as well. So physical being practical, okay. Counseling, is also still an option for you, okay. And if you're not sure or not, if this message is for you, or to dive deeper into it, you can book a personal reading with me. That information is in the description box for you. Okay. And for some people, you all may not be feeling this deep, dark, and sadness, but you all still may be wanting to go on this trip. And I don't see that right now you really, you really should at this time. You need to weigh your options and evaluate if you're going with the right people, or if you're going at the right time, for yourself and things like that. But again, this is a collective message. Okay. Do what you want to do. Okay. At the end of the day. So the next row, I have the 8 of hearts, the Jack of hearts, and then the King of hearts. So for some people, if you have had a damaged relationship, like with a loved one, with your own child, I'm more so picking up on, like, if you have children and you haven't been getting along with, the other child's parent, if y'all are separated or something like that, or not together, I see that relationship being repaired. Okay. Also, if you have a child that has been acting out, I see them getting in line and getting those issues and things like that resolved. The advice it is that I'm getting is that you need to try a different approach with your child. You need to try a gentler approach to them, so that they can feel comfortable confiding in you and things like that. Or maybe you just need to give your child more attention. Look at the situation from your individual perspective, and then weigh how you need to approach this this barrier with your child, if you haven't been already. But if you have been addressing the issue, I see it proving to be very fruitful for you. For some person or people, I see a pregnancy and things like that in your future, and so that could be an unexpected miracle and blessing, that you can look forward to. So congratulations in advance. If you have been wanting to get pregnant and get you have your own, you start your own little family. And then going back to the idealism card, your manifestations are coming in. Like anything that you have really been focusing your attention on, focusing your energy on, I see those things coming to fruition for you within the next 6 months. Like this point on up to the until the next 6 months and even beyond that, I really see things just start to just rolling in for you. Like it may shock and surprise you, and knock you out a little bit, because you went from being like, oh dang, like what's going on, like ain't nothing happening, ain't nothing moving, or I'm only getting like a drop at a time, to where it's like the floodgates just gonna open up. So congratulations to whatever it is, that it is that you are wanting, like new this, new that, everything. I really do see it just all just coming in, just rushing out to meet you, to grab you. And for the first group that I was talking about within this reading, that's going through like the really deep and dark things, wanting to like discover themselves, dark night of the soul energy, maybe even some depression, and other things, going on. For that group, I see a lot of sunshine coming into your life, a lot of sunshine coming into your mind, your body, and your spirit. I see there being some relief and weights being lifted off of your shoulders. I see all of those good things happening for you, and I actually see it coming to fruition for you by the end of this month. So just take it, it's June 20th 2024 when I'm recording this reading, and so and whatever time you may be watching this reading, whether it be next month or next year, I see whatever it is that you're going through, I see things becoming lighter and easier for you by the end of the month. Open up your doors, air your house out, rearrange the furniture in your house, the furniture in your bedroom, and different things like that. Get you some cocoa, or some benzoin, or some sage, some dragon's blood or something like that, and really just cleanse and clear your house out. Take you a nice salt bath, a nice sea salt, not just table salt, but like actual sea salt, and things like that to relax. Put some baking soda, or some vinegar and things like that in it, and just bathe and just release, that energy. If you're not allergic, throw some lemon, or something up in there to help cleanse, renew, and restore, your aura and different things like that. But also, seek practical help as well to help you with your issues, because your issues and what it is that you're going through and experiencing, it's valid, whatever it is, and go seek help. Go get help and support. Sometimes you have to pay for that help and the support, because family and friends may not always feel like listening to it, because that's what I'm picking up for you. And so if your family and friends really don't feel like listening to it, sometimes you have to go and get that financial help. So go to your job and see what free counseling sessions and stuff like that you can get, your job or your school, whatever your situation is, so that you can get some practical guidance for you as well, because I'm not a licensed therapist or anything like that. I'm just a spiritualist. Okay, well, I won't say just a spiritualist, but I'm a spiritualist in many other things, and other titles within that scope. But anywho, I wish everyone the best. Thank you all for tuning in to this reading. Hopefully it helped to encourage you and lift you up, and you have some good things to look forward to. Thanks you guys. Thanks everyone for watching. TTYL.